There are moments when everything feels heavy, when your chest tightens, your mind races, and no one seems to understand what you're carrying. Maybe you're in one of those moments right now. And if you are, this message isn't random. Your higher self led you here because there are things you've forgotten, and it's time to remember. Not with your mind, but with your soul. So take a breath, drop your shoulders. For the next few minutes, let everything else fade, because the part of you that's been waiting for a sign is about to receive it. You are not broken, not behind, not lost. The parts of you that feel shattered are not signs of failure. They are doorways, signs that something deeper is stirring, that you are being called to remember. Because despite what the noise around you may say, despite what your own thoughts sometimes whisper in the dark, you are not your pain, your doubt, or the identity the world placed on you. You are not the confusion. You are not the story. You are the witness behind the story. The still presence behind every storm that has ever passed through your life. There is a part of you that has never been touched by fear, a part that has never been harmed by rejection, failure, or the weight of the world. That part, your higher self, is not far away, floating somewhere above you. It is here, closer than breath, quieter than thought. It watches gently as you fall and rise, as you try and fail, as you forget and remember. And it never, not for a single moment, turns away from you. You are not here by accident. You didn't stumble into this body, this life, this moment. You chose it. Your soul chose it. Not because it was easy, but because it would shape you into something sacred. Every difficulty you've faced, every heartbreak, every detour, every night that swallowed you whole, was not a punishment. It was a forging, a preparation, a sacred invitation to uncover what you truly are beneath the noise. Because what you truly are is divine. You are not just a person trying to survive. You are a fragment of the infinite having a human experience. You carry within you the same force that spins galaxies and ignites stars. And yet, the world tried to convince you that you were small, that you had to earn your worth, prove your value, compete to belong. But your higher self knows the truth. You were born worthy. You came into this world carrying light. You never had to chase it outside yourself. Even when you feel most disconnected, even in your loneliest hour, you are still held. You are still connected to Source. Because that connection is not a feeling. It is a fact. It cannot be severed. It can only be forgotten. And when you feel furthest from the light, that's usually when you're closest to finding it again. The darkness is not your enemy. It's the place where your true self begins to speak. Your pain carries messages, coded instructions that your soul placed there long before this lifetime began. These wounds were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to open you, to make space for more compassion, more strength, more depth. And as you begin to heal, you begin to realize that your sensitivity was never a weakness. It was your compass. It led you here. You were never meant to fit into this world as it is. That emptiness you felt, that ache to find something more, it's not a flaw. It's a sign of your mission. You are here not to blend in, but to uplift, to awaken, to remind others of their own divine spark, simply by allowing yours to shine. You are the lighthouse in the fog. You are the presence that whispers, "There's something more," even when the world forgets. So don't let this world convince you that your value depends on what you produce, how much you earn, or who approves of you. Your worth is not a prize. It is a truth, a constant. You don't need to earn what you already are. You don't need to become more. You only need to remember. And you will. Because your higher self is always speaking, always guiding. And it has a message for you, one you were always meant to hear, especially now. You were never meant to go through life untouched by hardship, but not because you were meant to suffer, because you were meant to awaken. Every challenge you faced, every stretch of time that felt unbearable, was never just pain for pain's sake. It was a message wrapped in mystery, a spiritual code, carrying something sacred inside. Your soul speaks through experience, not just words. And sometimes, the lessons you're here to embody can only be delivered through storms that strip away what no longer serves you. The path you thought was right may have disappeared. The door you wanted to open might have remained closed, no matter how hard you tried. But delay is not rejection, it's alignment. Your higher self is not bound by time. It sees beyond what your eyes can reach. When something is withheld, it is not punishment. It is precision. It is timing. What's meant for you will not arrive 1 second too soon or too late. And when it comes, it will make sense of every moment you waited in the dark. Because darkness is not the end. It is the beginning. It is the womb of transformation. It's where the false self falls away and something ancient within you begins to stir. When everything feels like it's falling apart, consider the possibility that you are falling into place, that the breakdown is making space for the breakthrough, that the unraveling is clearing a path for the next version of you to emerge. Wiser, softer, stronger. You are not behind. How could you be when you're being rerouted by something that sees every possible path before you take a single step? The setbacks, the pauses, the confusion, they're all part of a much wider orchestration. One your human mind cannot always see, but your soul recognizes deeply. And in time, the clarity will come. Not all at once, but piece by piece, like dawn slowly unfolding over a long night. The universe is not silent. It's responding to your frequency. Every thought, every belief, every energetic thread you send out. It hears what you truly feel beneath the surface, not just what you say aloud. And when the answer seems delayed, it's often because you're still becoming the version of yourself who can receive it fully. Reality doesn't change just because you want it to. It changes when you become aligned with it. And that shift is happening, even now, in ways you can't yet see. Healing is messy. It's not always tranquil or beautiful. Sometimes it's chaos. Sometimes it looks like losing things you once clung to, like crying for reasons you don't understand, like letting go of identities that once made you feel safe. But this chaos is sacred. It's the undoing of everything that kept you small. And though it may not feel like progress, every crack is letting more light in. And yes, you are allowed to rest. You don't need to earn your stillness. Your soul doesn't run on hustle. Growth is not a race. It's a spiral with cycles of movement and stillness, action and surrender. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself be. The transformation is still unfolding, even when you're not chasing it. And above all, remember this: it is never too late. No opportunity has passed beyond reach. No dream is too far gone. All timelines are still open to you. Every moment is a crossroads. Every breath is a doorway. You are still being written by the divine. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is final. The page is not yet closed. And in the next moment, something extraordinary may awaken within you, because your higher self has one final truth to reveal, one that changes everything. Even when it feels like you're standing still or lost in silence, you are never truly alone or without guidance. There is a presence within you, a quiet, unwavering force that moves beneath the surface of your awareness. It's your higher self, the part of you that knows the way even when your mind is clouded. This presence speaks softly, in whispers and signs, not through loud proclamations. Learn to listen to that inner voice more than the chaos around you, for it carries a wisdom far greater than the world's distractions. Peace is not something you have to chase or earn. It is not hidden in some distant place or future moment. Peace is a memory, a truth buried beneath layers of doubt, expectation, and struggle. When you let go of who you think you should be, the mask shaped by others and circumstance, you open the door to who you really are. This is where peace resides, in the bare, unfiltered essence of your being. The love you have been searching for, craving in moments of loneliness or despair, has always been inside you. It's not something that can be given or taken away. It was placed in your soul before you ever arrived in this world. That longing is a sacred reminder to turn inward, to nurture the connection with yourself, and to recognize your own divine worth. So breathe deeply now. Let go of the pressure to force change or rush your journey. Your next chapter does not require struggle or strain. The universe is working quietly behind the scenes, weaving together the pieces of your transformation. Miracles don't always announce themselves with thunder. They often emerge in stillness, in moments when you simply allow yourself to be. The light you seek is not somewhere out ahead. It is already glowing within you, bright, steady, and patient. You are closer to your true self than you realize. The version of you that once felt impossible, distant, or even unimaginable is unfolding now. Step by step, breath by breath, you are becoming that person. And this is the truth your higher self wants you to remember most. You are not just a dreamer of the impossible. You are the inevitable manifestation of it.